Do you feel stuck? Do you sometimes feel like you're just not getting your manifestation? No matter what you do, no matter how hard you're trying, you're doing all of the tools, you're doing all of the techniques, and somehow, some way, you're just not getting it. Or you get parts of it, but then it just seems like it's not going where you want it to go. So I've been reading this book recently. I read all kinds of books all the time. I'm actually reading a couple of books, but one of them that I'm reading is Mind Magic, The Neuroscience of Manifestation and How It Changes Everything by James Doty. I actually heard about this book on a podcast, The School of Greatness. So it's one of my all-time favorite podcasts. Absolutely love that particular podcast. If you haven't ever seen it, go ahead and check it out. Not right now after this video. Okay, just kidding. No, I'm not. All right. But seriously though, have you ever really been thinking like, okay, I'm doing the mantras, I'm releasing my baggage, I'm doing all the different things that it takes to be able to get my manifestation, and all of the things just, it's like maybe it's close or it's not just working and you feel stuck, or maybe sometimes you don't even feel like you know what you want to manifest. Sometimes there's so many different options out there that you're like, I'm stuck on even just knowing what it is that I want. Do I want to be a coach? Do I want to be in a relationship? Do I want to connect? What do I want? What do I want from my life? Who am I? I'm not even sure if I know who I am. If any of those are things that you've been thinking or feeling, that's going to be what this video is going to be helping you uncover, helping you to connect with, helping you to discover. And it's so important to know who we are, because when we know who we are, when we're unstuck, when we know what we want, then we can actually start taking the actions to be who we are. I'm Sabrina with Begin Being. There's so many times when people go, I'm unhappy, my life sucks. And then they go, but I don't know what I want. I don't know how to get out of this. I don't know what changes that I need to make. When you're in that stuck state, it's hard to be in the flow. And what's usually happening is you're stuck up here in your mind. You're stuck on the how. You're stuck on the, okay, I want to be an entrepreneur, or I want to open my own coaching business, or I want to get into this relationship. I want to start eating healthy. But you're stuck on the how. You're like, well, I don't know how. I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I can do all of these things. Well, what is it that you truly want to do? Because when you find that, when you find who you are meant to be, when you find who you are on this earth, that when you're walking your path, everything around you lines up to support you. It's just like the universe just gives you this amazing gift to be able to support you on your path, on your mission, on what you're here to do. And a lot of people come up to me and they're like, Sabrina, that's great and all, and how do I do it? How do I take action? How do I get going? How do I know who I'm meant to be? How do I know myself? And that's what this video is all about. It's about how do you find you? Because here's the thing, once you find you, you just be you. You be who you are supposed to be. You be whatever makes you the most happiest. And then the how part of the, well, I don't know how to be a coach. I don't know how to do all of these other things. I don't know how I'm supposed to get from here to there. That how is taken care of by your source. Whatever you believe in, universe, source, God, all of the other names for God, the, I don't know, artificial intelligence, AI takeover. I don't know. Maybe I should cut that. They might be listening. I'm just kidding. All right. So the how of how do I be me? One of the things that the book talks about is knowing your heart, being able to listen to your heart, being able to feel inside of your heart. So I'm a trainer of NLP and of Huna, which is like an esoteric energy science from the ancient Hawaiians. And I'm here in Newport Beach right now, or well, I was in Newport Beach training. I'm at the beach at the moment, but I'm here doing training. And one of the things that's super important to me is to be able to connect with nature. That helps me to be able to listen to my heart. That helps me to be able to listen to me. So right now I'm at the beach. So I'm at the beach here, my feet are barefoot in the sand. I've got a fire going down here. So they've got a lovely little fire. These are two of the things that like make me the happiest, is being able to connect with the fire element, being able to connect with the water element. I teach a lot of being able to like connect with elements. And that's part of my way to hear my heart. That's part of my way to hear me. And when you can find ways to connect with your heart, and there's multiple ways to do it, a lot of it's just about listening. Are you listening to your heart? Can you even hear it? So one of the other ways that I will do it is I practice meditation. So during my meditations, and actually teach this to my students as well. So you can kind of think of it like so much of our day, so much of our life it's like spent up here in our headspace. It's spent up here in like our logical mind of thinking, of going, of scrolling, of watching, of all of these things that are going on, like all of these like stimulations are just bombarding us constantly. We have music, we have YouTube, we have videos, we have social media galore. We have everything that we could possibly want, video games. Like we have all of these different things to distract us, shopping. And sometimes we just don't stop. Sometimes we don't shut it down. Sometimes we don't like shut out the outside world. And through meditation, what you can learn to do is to be able to shut that off, is to be able to stop all of the stimulation, all of the noise, all of the constant flickering, changing videos flashing by you at speeds the human brain wasn't originally meant to even process. When you go into yourself in a meditation, you can stop all of it. Now, sometimes when we go into meditation, we hear the chatter of, everything that we have to do, like, oh yeah, I gotta pay that bill, I gotta go grocery shopping, I gotta clean this in the house, I gotta write that email, I gotta send that text, I gotta blah, 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 blah. That's okay too. I actually have a whole video on how to be able to like relax during a meditation by actually allowing yourself to think thoughts. I'll link it in the description below, but it's basically teaching you how to do a meditation where you can think thoughts, like you're allowed to think thoughts, it's encouraged to think thoughts. And then as you think the thoughts, there's a deeper process that you go into as well. When we can calm our mind though, then we can begin to hear our heart. And when we connect to our heart, that is the space to be in, to be able to connect with yourself, to be able to know who you are. And as you connect with yourself more and more, you all of a sudden oh, you know what, I'm happy where I am. I want to stay like exactly where I am. I'm not stuck. Or maybe you think, wow, you know what? I don't necessarily have the knowledge, the skills to take my life to the next level, but I know I can find out how. I know I can find some sort of program to take, or I know I can find something that will allow me to rise to the next level, that will allow me to gain the skills and tools that I need to be able to accomplish my life stream, to be able to accomplish my mission. And once that clicks, once you're able to go down into your heart, and this is the thing that I teach to my students, is we spend so much time in our headspace that I kind of say like, okay, picture it like you're a little parachute person and you're this little person and you have this parachute and the parachute opens and you just parachute down from your head, down into your heart. And I take students through this whole meditation process to where it's just a way of moving your energy from here, down into your heart space. And when you can move your energy down into your heart space, stuff just starts connecting. You get inspiration. You're able to truly hear and connect with your source and be able to hear messages. And when you can hear messages and get those downloads, then you know what it is you even want to manifest in the first place. Because sometimes we get so stuck that we think, oh, I want to manifest this particular person. This person's going to look exactly like this and is going to do exactly that. And then all of a sudden this other person just walks right by you and you don't even see them. They're like this complete mirage because you're so focused on it has to be this way. It has to be exactly like this. And that is you saying in your headspace, that is you saying in your conscious mind of, well, I want this and it has to happen this exact way. And if you continue to think, well, the only way I'm going to get my manifestation, the only way I'm going to get my goal is if everything happens, A, B, C, D, then you don't open up the space for the universe, for your source, to possibly give you something even greater. Because they might give you Z, and Z might be beyond your wildest imagination. Z might be something that you could never have thought you would ever accomplish in your life. And that is the power of listening. That is the power of stopping wondering, how am I going to do all of this? How am I going to get from over here to here? How am I going to get from where I want to be, or from where I am to where I want to be? That's not up to you. That doesn't matter. The only thing that you need to focus on, the most important thing for you to do, is to simply know you. Know who you are inside. And there are some times when people think like, oh, well, you know, I have this wonderful, amazing career. I'm like at the top of my field. I have this amazing job. All of my friends are like, wow, you're so accomplished. All of my family is like, oh, I'm so proud of you. If you're not happy though, what's the point? If you have the nice house and the nice car and the nice this and that, and you go to bed at night and you wake up in the morning, you're like, why am I doing this? What's the point? Then look inside. Look inside and find you. What lights you up? What makes you happy? What has you screaming in joy? What makes you smile? Do you wake up every morning with gratitude? So to recap everything in this video, for you to be able to take this, for you to be able to start taking action, for you to be able to really feel like this video made a difference, for you to have steps to go forward, the first thing you have to do is get out of your headspace, go down into your heart, and be able to truly connect and hear your heart and know your why. Know your why. Because if you just say, I want to be a coach. All right, well, cool. Why? Why do you want that? Is it because somebody told you that it might be like this cool thing to do? Is it because you saw somebody else doing it and thought, oh, that looks so amazing. Like I can have that coach life where I work from home and I do this and then that. Or do you truly find a passion to it? So how do you do that? How do you get in from your head to your heart space? I'm interrupting this video for just a moment to talk about the masculine and feminine therapy assessment that I have developed. So I've really been doing a lot of research on the masculine and the feminine, and when it's appropriate to be in which one, and when you can be in like a higher vibration or a lower vibration or more of a neutral, and how you can then lead others from the masculine, you can lead others from the feminine. There's been multiple videos on this and will be much more, coming in the future. And with this, I've actually worked with Dr. Patrick Scott, and we've reviewed all of the information in it, and it is now available for you to take absolutely free. Just click on the link in the video, and you can actually figure out where you're at in the masculine and feminine, and how you can actually go from a lower vibration to a higher vibration to really be able to be balanced within you, and to go into all of your relationships, all of your conversations, whether that's business or romantic, or maybe even family, but all of those different conversations from the point of operating at your utmost highest, operating at your peak of excellence. Check it out, link below. Like, share, subscribe, all of the things. Back to the video. There are multiple ways to do it. I mentioned meditation as one way. Going and connecting with nature is another way. Finding things that you love. The ocean for me is super powerful because there's a lot of negative ions that come from water. Negative ions are positive. They're a good thing. In case you're wondering, well, did you just say negative? Yes, negative ions are a good thing. And water is full of them. And so when you go and you connect with water, you're getting that energy. You're connecting with that energy. For me, like I said, two of my favorite things are water and fire. I absolutely love just being around. I love the smell of it. I love the sound of it. I love the heat from it. So things that bring you joy, things that bring you happiness, things that bring you gratitude, having a gratitude practice. So if you have a practice of gratitude that you're practicing either in the morning or at night, and you're able to say like, oh, these are the things that I'm grateful for today, or these are the things that Like when you wake up in the morning, you can set an intention. Like, these are the things that I want to accomplish today. And when I say set an intention, I don't mean like make a list of 20,000 different things that you think you have to get done today, because then at the end of the day, you don't get them all done and you don't feel accomplished. So an intention can be something very simple. It can be, I want to be more in my heart space today. I want to react and interact, and I want to focus more on being in my heart space. Because the other thing is that when you bring that into like different conversations, so say you're at work or something, and coworkers start talking to you, and maybe you're dealing with like a frustrating situation. If you're in your heart space, you can be calm and relaxed about it, and you can see like, oh, this person's like maybe yelling at me right now or something, or this person's, doing blah, blah, blah. That doesn't make me feel good. Then you can go and look inside yourself and think, okay, what are the lessons I need to learn from this? What is going on with this other person that they're like yelling at me? Perhaps they're experiencing something. They're going through something themselves. So instead of taking it personally, like they're yelling at me because they hate me, they think I'm blah, 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 I'm not good enough, and you're going into your negative emotions and you're like, I can't do this anymore, I'm not good enough, nobody, blah, blah, blah. Calm down. You can ground yourself. I have a video on grounding if you're not familiar with grounding. I can put that in the link below too. Ground yourself. Get back into your heart space instead of being stuck in your head with all of these stressful things flying at you. That could be an intention. And at the end of the day, you can list, like, say 3 things you're grateful for that day. They don't have to be this huge major thing. A lot of people, like, sometimes they make the mistake of, oh, I have to like find these amazing things that I'm grateful for, and like my day sucked. I don't have anything to be grateful for, it sucked. Did you wake up in good health? Not everybody does. Not everybody wakes up and some people, they wake up in the hospital. Some people, they wake up and they're dealing with a chronic illness or something. So there's always something to be grateful for. No matter how small, there's something to be grateful for. Did you just have a magical moment in your day? So sometimes we, like this right now, I can just think, oh yeah, sure, I'm at the beach or whatever. Tonight, I'm going to do my gratitude practice, and I'm going to talk about think about how amazing this was to be able to spend this time here in nature, here with you guys. So those are the different things that you can do to be in your heart space. For some people, it might be like playing sports. Surfing is a good one if you live near the beach and you surf. I also love mountains, so I love being in the mountains. I love hiking. Nature in general is a really good way. I just mentioned a bunch of nature stuff, but that's because it's a really good way to be able to really connect with your higher source and be in your heart space. Anything creative, art, writing, even just journaling, right? So maybe some of you were thinking like, oh yeah, I suck at writing. Just journal. If it makes you happy, just things that make you happy, focus on those and do those. Spend some time with yourself, shut off the noise, spend some time in meditation. I recommend a minimum of 10 days of meditation. And here's the thing, a lot of people, they're like, oh, I don't have time to meditate. I don't have time for all of these things. You have 10 minutes. No one on this planet can tell me that they don't have 10 minutes, because every single person has 10 minutes. I would bet you, I might lose for some of you for sure, but for a lot of you, I would bet you that you spend at least 10 minutes a day scrolling something, whether that's social, whether that's YouTube, maybe just watching TV. I would almost guarantee that all of you watching this video spend at least 10 minutes a day on some sort of media. Like I said, whether that's social, whether that's YouTube, whether that's television, whether that's, you name it, you're probably on a screen at some point for at least 10 minutes. What if you just took 10 of those minutes and focused on you? Because right now, even listening to me, you're focused on someone else. Now, hopefully I'm teaching you something that's really going to help you. So this is a good way to spend your focus, but the 10 minutes of scrolling cat videos, did that help you? It might have, I actually enjoy sometimes watching a good cat video because it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh, like if it's something silly, you know, it makes me laugh. So I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not judging you. I'm not saying like, oh, stop that. That's evil. That's horrible. That's bad. No, if it makes you laugh, if it makes you smile, do it. And maybe work on yourself too. Maybe not do it for like an hour. Maybe spend 50 minutes doing it and 10 minutes meditating, 10 minutes working on yourself. And as I said that sounds kind of sad. Why would you spend 10 minutes working on you, but 50 minutes binge watching something? That's something to think about. Even for me, that's something to think about. And honestly, that's kind of the society we live in. All right, back to the steps though. So getting into your heart space, spending that time to work on you, multiple different ways of doing that I just mentioned. Once you were in your heart space, like once you truly start to connect, first you have to spend time just getting to know that space, just getting to turn everything off. Once you start getting in there, into that space, listen. And when you go into whatever it is you're doing, your meditation, you're chilling on the beach, you're sitting here with the fire, just relaxing, feeling the warmth of the fire, listening to the sounds of the waves, just being. Listen. What does your source want you to hear? And set the intention of, I'm here because I want to know. I'm here because I want to know me. I want to know who I am. I want to know my path. I want a message I want to download. And if you set that intention and you're doing something that you love, and it's in kind of a calm, relaxed state. And I mentioned sports earlier. It's not exactly a calm and relaxed state. And if it brings you joy, if it brings you fun, go out and play. And then shortly afterwards, just take some time for yourself to be calm, to be in that meditative state, to be in that relaxed state. Coloring, I know it might sound silly. I know it might sound like, seriously, Sabrina, like I'm an adult. I do not color. But coloring actually can be very soothing. They have adult coloring books now. Just doing something to really connect and shut everything else off and listen. The more you do that, the more you make a practice of doing that, then you're going to start to hear. You're going to start to hear different messages. You're going to start to hear, oh, here are some of the things that I can be doing to improve myself so that maybe I can get into that relationship. Because maybe I'm not ready. Then please understand this very clearly. Not that you're not good enough. Not that there's anything you need to do to be able to be like perfect for another person. It's there's every single moment of our lives, we can always be better. Always. Unless maybe we've reached enlightenment, and then I think we kind of leave this plane of existence and go on to something else. So part of the reason why we're here is just to learn lessons, to learn what it is that we came here to do. And if you take time to focus on you, you can then learn that. So that's what we're here to do. We're here to learn. We're here to learn. And I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope you have enjoyed the steps. So step 1, stop focusing up here. Go down into your heart space. Step 2, listen. Listen in your heart. Listen to your source. Listen to what it's telling you. When you hear your message, which I guarantee you'll start hearing more and more and more once you start listening. And when I say hear, I don't mean like this booming voice of God is going to come in or anything like that. For everybody, it's different. Some people might see a picture. Some people might hear like a little whisper. Some people are like, it just kind of sounds like me. I don't get it. For some of you, yeah, 100%. It is going to sound exactly like you. I think it's funny sometimes it's like, it sounds like my mom, or like, it sounds like so-and-so or whatever. Or it sounds like a TV star or a news broadcaster or something. Whatever it is for you, some people it's just a feeling. They just get like a gut hit. They just get like this feeling in their gut. They all of a sudden, like, they think about what it is maybe they were thinking about doing. Like, I keep using the coach example just because it's an easy one, but let's just say it's that. So they kind of like think about, and they're thinking about like that, should I be a coach? Should I quit my job? Should I, go for it? Should I like go all in and do this? And you just get this like gut hit in your feeling of, this gut feeling in your gut. There you go, this gut hit or feeling in your gut. And it's just, it feels wonderful. Like it feels, some people will feel like warmth or tingling, like a temperature change, whether it's warm or cold, or like a tingling or a pressure, like some people feel like a pressure. And so it's different for everyone. So when I say hear, like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna hear like a word for word, this complete sentence. Some people will. So I will be making more videos on this topic. I've already have some videos on manifestation as well. And this video is more just about if you feel like you're stuck and you feel like you're just not going anywhere with your meditation or your manifestation because you're not meditating. And so, again, love you all. Please always choose love in everything that you do. Like, share, all of the good things. Let's grow this, right? Let's expand this. If you guys like the information that you're hearing in these videos, please tell other people. That's the whole point of making them, is to be able to like just, if I make you smile, if this video makes you smile, if this video gives you an aha moment, if this video like gives you any kind of value, which I really hope it does because it's the whole point of making it, please spread it. Put it on your social. Share it with a friend, text it. That's how we grow. That's how we all grow. Again, choose love in all that you do. Thank you. Love you. Mahalo. Until next time. Do you feel stuck? What happened? Do you feel stuck? Do you sometimes feel like you're just, nah? I think the camera lost me.